Hello students, in this video I am going to explain you about the remaining part of output devices, the network hardware and devices and the software basics and software types. So moving on with the output devices. So I stopped at inkjet printers in my last video, and inkjet printers are non-impact character printers based on a relatively new technology. They print characters by spraying the small drops of ink onto the paper. Inkjet printers produce high quality output with presentable features. They make less noise because no hammering is done, and these have many styles of printing modes available. Color printing is also possible. Some models of inkjet printers can produce multiple copies of printing also. Then coming to the advantages of computers, that is inkjet printers, high quality printing is possible and it is also more reliable. Then disadvantages is expensive as the cost per page is high and slow as compared with the laser printer. So this is about the output devices. Next is computers in a network. So why exactly we are going to connect the computers, how we are going to connect the computers, and what is the use of connecting the computers over a network. So everything we are going to study under this topic. A computer network is a system in which multiple computers are connected to each other to share the information and resources. The computers on a network may be linked through cables, telephone lines, radio waves, satellites, or infrared light beams. That is, whatever resources, minimum resources are available, and minimum data information or maximum data information, so which is available in one computer system, so that can be shared with other computer systems, and it can be used wherever we are. Like how we are going to connect them is with the help of the cables, telephone lines, radio waves, satellite signals, or infrared light beams we are going to use in order to connect the systems over a network. Then coming to the characteristics of a computer network. So what are the main characteristics of computer network? We can share the resources from one computer to the other computer. We can create files and store them in one computer, access those files from the other computers connected over a network. And also we can connect a printer, scanner, or a fax machine to one computer within the network and let other computers of the network use the machines available over the network. The Coming to the computers in a network, what are the different types of computers available? Different types of networks available in which we are going to connect our computers. So two main common types of networks are LAN and WAN. LAN is local area network, and WAN is wide area network. As the name itself tells, like a local area network means it is for small computer systems, small number of computers, like yeah, within a building or within the campus. So if we are going to connect all the computer networks, then it will be done with the help of a local area network, and we can share minimum information and minimum resources with the help of this local area network. Wide area network means throughout the world. So we can access, or we can communicate with the computers which are far, really very far from us, or in different countries. With the help of this wide area networks, larger amount of data can be shared, and large amount of like information can be shared by using this wide area networks. Coming to this network hardware. So we have some network devices which will make this connection possible, and we can share the information as well as resources. So what are those network devices which we have? So we have different types of network devices like hub, then repeaters, then switch, routers, bridge. So all these are used in order to connect the computer networks and make transfer the data as well as the resources sharing possible. So if this is one computer system and this is the other computer system, we will be having different layers. So based on the layers and based on the protocol what they are going to use, we will be able to share the resources and information through that layer. So coming to the first device, network device, hub. It is a physical layer networking device. That is, we are going to connect the physical layers of the computers with the help of this hub. So it is used to connect computers in a LAN. So for example, if you want to connect the computers with the help of the local area network, then we will be making use of this hub. and it looks like this. Here, if we want to connect these two network, that is the computers over this network, and this one is one more computer system, then all these three will be connected with the help of the hub. Then a hub is a multi-port repeater used in star-wired or in a tree lands. Because of the amount of traffics and collisions, hubs can only be used in small network configurations, only in the smaller areas, small companies or small schools, colleges, banks. So there we can make use of this hub. Then coming to the repeaters. So repeater connects the segments of a LAN. So repeaters will be connecting more than one LANs will be connected together with the help of a repeaters here. So if this is one LAN connection and this is the other LAN connection, and all these LANs together, it will be connected over a network with the help of a repeater. A repeater connects the segments of a LAN. A repeater forwards every frame. There is no filtering. That is, whatever will be sent from one computer system, it will be sent to the other computer system without filtering or without taking a decision of what has to be sent and what not has to be sent over a network. A repeater is a regenerator, not an amplifier. Amplifier means it will judge to which what data has to be sent. But here it is just a regenerator. It will be passing whatever information it receives, everything it will be forwarding over a network. Then coming to the switch, switches generally have a more intelligent role than hubs. That is, it will try to communicate, and it will decide to which address what data has to be sent. Destination addresses will be taken care, and based on that we are going to send that data to that particular destination only. So it doesn't do the broadcasting. It will do only whatever data is important for which computer, it will analyze and then it will forward those data. Then router. So this router, it usually connects at least two networks together. So two networks together, it can be connected. See, you can see here in the diagram, like private home networks will be connected together with the help of routers, such as like two LANs or two WANs or LAN and ISP networks. Everything can be connected over this routers. Routers can calculate the best route for sending the data and communicate with each other by the protocols. So whatever protocol is available and whatever communication type is available, so based on that it will calculate the best route, so smallest possible route, and it will be sending the data. Then last hardware device is network hardware device is bridge. So this bridge is also a repeater with add-on the functionality of filtering the contents, whereas a repeater, it will just be forwarding all the data, whatever it receives it will be forwarding, whereas this bridge, it will be it is also a repeater, but it will be filtering the contents based on the MAC address of source and destination. So based on the address of the source and destination, it is going to decide to which network actually this data belongs to. Only for that network it will be forwarding the messages. It is also used for interconnecting two LANs working on the same protocol. If two LANs are working with the same protocol, it can be used for interconnection of those things. So here we can see the bridge, and LAN A and LAN B will be connected over this bridge, and we will be able to share the information between these two LANs. So this is about the network devices, and in next video I'll be explaining you about the software basics and software types.